Now, I do know what all of you guys are going to want to talk about. I know what every single person is going to want to talk about outside of course, Humbert and Rayos scene. But Alice is going to be saved pretty much primarily for next episode. The return of Alice is probably what I'll even label the video. I'm going to save all that stuff for next episode because we just get a cameo of her. She shows up at the end. That's their escort. I did not expect that. Very good writing to not make it obvious. A lot of shows will make it obvious like, oh, of course, that's their escort. But they did a good job of making sure they focused on Yujo's eye that exploded and healing it to where, we just didn't even think about the escort. We're like, oh, they're getting an escort, they're going to jail, what? They're going to prison, what? Well, okay. We didn't, great job of making us focus on the eye. I mean, that's pretty cool. I enjoyed that. A lot of you guys may not enjoy it as much as I did, but there's a lot of shows where they can't cover up what's about to happen very well, and they did a great job this episode of Sword Art Online Season 3 Alicization Episode 10. So, this was the darkest episode of Sword Art Online we have ever seen. Let's just be honest. By far the darkest episode ever. And I know a lot of people didn't like the ALO ending to where Asuna was getting assaulted by Tsukuha? Is that his name? I can't remember his name exactly. But I actually enjoy that because that darkness to me adds a lot of emotional value. And I like that scene. But this scene was done the best way, the correct way per se, because the villains were actually way more powerful than the guy from season 1, second half of ALO. But I thought they were just going to be, I even have my notes. I thought they'd suck, but I was like, no, good antagonists. They're subtly built up as just nothing, but they actually were pretty tough. They weren't weaklings, right? So that was pretty cool to see Yu-Gi-Oh break the taboo index, and that's really what we really want to get into here right now. So how does it work? Why couldn't Yu-Gi-Oh move? I don't really maybe 100% get it, Hex, but I kind of got the idea. So basically what happened there was there's the disciples, right? The academy rules, right? And they're breaking the academy rules, but there's a rule that is higher and way above that. A world law, a global law, the taboo index. And the taboo index states that, hey, if I'm up here, you listen to me. If I say something, if I'm following my rules that the nobles have, then you cannot break that law. That law is law. Yes, in that judicial law overpowers the judicial law of a region and or a judicial law of a company, organization, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. That law is higher up. There's the taboo index laws, and then there's the noble laws, right? And then, of course, there's the academy laws. So, the taboo index does not say, specifically, you cannot sexually assault someone. It doesn't say that. And if it does, because it doesn't 100% confirm that, but if it does say that, there's a loophole in that, right? Because if the taboo index also says you cannot disobey a noble, and nobles are able to give down a punishment of their choice to someone who breaks their, noble law in order to deserve punishment, it's the law of their choosing. So you see that kind of universal variable that's going on there. So once again, just to explain it one more time really quick here, taboo index. What's the taboo index says no sexually assaulting? Okay. But the law above that says nobles are allowed to punish or put down punishment on someone as they see fit. So they get a punishment of their choosing. So if their punishment is sexually assaulting someone, you see the loophole there? Because technically they're not disobeying the taboo index. Because the taboo index also states that nobles can do that. And noble judicial law states that they can do that. So therefore they are technically following the taboo index. So hopefully I explained that as good as I could. But that's the loophole, man. Something can say you can't do something. But then what if it says, if a noble says to do it, also in the taboo index, that's contradicting. So that's pretty cool to see. That's good writing, well thought out. This is very good writing. Once again, I love GGO's writing. I loved every season of Sword Art Online. I love them, loved Mother Rosario's writing, but GGO and Mother Rosario are probably the best too. But this writing right now is really cool. I really enjoy it. I'm not gonna say it's better yet. We have a long way to go. I want to see how all this plays out for sure. But other than that, though, what is with Yu-Gi-Oh's eye? Why is he so special with the system alert? So it leads me to believe that Yu-Gi-Oh actually is a person. He's not just an AI. He's 100% a person. No other AI has that. And, you know, why would they choose Yu-Gi-Oh to have that? And we know that there was a couple other people in the machines with Kirito whenever he's doing the experiments originally. We haven't seen them because it doesn't seem as if they're on this island per se. I mean, at first Kirito was doing it somewhere on land. Now they're on an island. So maybe they're back on land when Kirito's on the island. So Yu-Gi-Oh and Alice are really interesting kind of variables here. I don't know what Alice is. I have no idea. I mean, she broke the taboo index, but she wouldn't be the first person to actually break the taboo index. Other AIs have done it. I mean, at least it seems as if that way, or else they wouldn't have the taboo index, you know. It seems as if other people have broken it, but Yu-Gi-Oh, I think, is 100% a person now. I think that's kind of been confirmed. Alice is still a question mark for me. I would assume, since she is a main character, that she actually is a person as well. That's in real life somewhere. So yeah, but you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? So other than that though, I pretty much covered everything that I actually wanted to. Looking down at my notes here at a glance really quick though. But just some certain scenes. I want to say the character voice actors were terrific, you know, hearing Thais scream and whatnot. And I think, was it Renika or Ronica? Oh, for Renika. I can't remember the other girl's name. Thais and Ronica. Actually, yeah, it was Thais and Ronica, right? So great voice acting. Rayos, Humbert, great voice acting. Arts and animation. Whenever Kirito was fighting, even though there wasn't necessarily a lot of body movement, but there was a lot of special effects movement, and the animation and the art looks. Let me throw up because that art was so beautiful, dude. Like, geez, stop it, one. We know you got a big budget. We know what season 1 and season 2 made. We know what season 3 is going to make, and we damn know how SAO Ordinal Scale set the world on fire in terms of movie theater tickets being sold and whatnot. So, jeez, just calm down. Just calm down. I would hate to see what you guys do whenever you really want to go in a full-out fight, probably against someone that's like that knight that picked up Alice to begin with. I would hate to see what it's going to look like because I'll probably pass out. Let me pick my jaw up off the floor, let it rest on my lap, and pull it up the rest of the way. I mean, geez. But that scene, dark, man. Darkest episode of Sword Art Online by far. Some of the darkest stuff, the way it was just, the choreography, right? The way it's just orchestrated, set up, put together. It was magnificent, man. Like, it felt so dark. It even shows the guy, like, slowly even starting to obviously he takes off his shirt and stuff, but he starts taking down his pants and stuff. Like, it's dark. Like, it's dark stuff. I mean, just having Yu-Gi-Oh sitting there suffering, watching this happening, like, and them screaming, save us, and knowing that they see that he physically can't move because they understand the taboo index and noble law as well. Like, it's just so emotional, right? And I was like, Kirito, do get in here. But no, Yu-Gi-Oh breaks free, cuts off Humbert's arm. I was like, oh my god. And then next thing you know, Kirito comes in here and just Kirito does what Kirito does best. Kicks some ass. He cuts off both the arms of Rayos. So we see Rayos, like, he dies, right? And we see the whole mechanical aspect of it all, or systematic aspect of it all. You know, we see him, like, stuttering. It's like a glitch. It's like the game's glitching. And of course the other people saw that too. And it's so hard because this game really is real, and AIs don't act like AIs. It's really hard to tell whether someone's a person or not, because I think there's about 10 people, I thought they said, right? At the beginning, they said about 10 people that actually they had an experiment. Is Thais one of those people? Is Ronica one of those people? You know, Frenica, Kirito, Alice, Yu-Gi-Oh, like, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. But other than that though, guys, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. I will see you guys next time. Peace. You guys have been hexed.